So, comprehension tests were where it started. Soham was riding his aunt's bike, now his, and felt the wind in his hair and his coat flapping behind him. Soham missed his aunt whenever he crested a hill with his hand-me-down bike and readied himself for the race now. What can we tell Soham feels about riding bikes from this passage? Consider this next text. You made me write. You moved me to words, built emotion and longing in me to such feverish heights that they can only spill forth in ink, in scripture and late eulogy. Annabelle, you taught me words can be held and that they embrace you back most utterly. The solace of a pave bathed in thought, dappled in sunlight of a mind you seeded. I think I was about 9 when I first met you. You scared me because you taught with purpose. You saw raw material potential and pulled it forward only to find more. We both smiled when I started acing those comprehension tests, like two prospectors by a shimmering river, wondering at their sifted fortune. I read the text and you asked me what this meant to me. What picture does a story paint? Why does this word show joy and another contempt? You taught me to seek meaning, to comprehend written record, and when I was ready, lexicon loaded, you signaled me to lay down my own literature, my own mark. The wait before the lessons were just as sweet. It's when I pet your little speckled dog in the midnight that was your cat that I realized I needed pets of my own. I would go early just to sit with them longer than you would let them into the lesson too. The tutor, the student, and the watchful little onlookers. That room you taught me in, so ingrained in my mind, the memories are stacked gingerly. In corners I know are safely overlooked by the onslaught of new experiences that could never deserve the space. Much like those papers, piled high all around your room. I like to believe they were the essays, stories, and books of all your students you could not bear to part with over the years. The old dining table you taught me on, repurposed from serving food to food for thought. Oh, did I leave full. Near the end, the meals were different though. You had taught me for close to 8 years then. In that time, English had become my favorite subject, and the dark thing in your head had grown too large. We took a break while you healed from surgery. When I got back, you had an eye patch. You said you didn't want to scare the students. I said, please keep it off. I didn't care. And there were other things I was far more afraid of, like the future. There was not much to teach about English in those last few days, more a comprehension of the flux of grief. That we can sometimes mourn a loss before it comes and swallow a form of acceptance that sits tenderly above it all, till the final news hits you like the wake of a wave and you process it all over again. Tides of grief ebbing and flowing. I grieve you as I write this because you taught me how to do both. In those last days, you knew there was not much left to teach, but so much to say. And by God, I saw you try, despite one side of your body deciding to rest early. Every word I pen carries a sliver of you, as if your lessons instilled an echo in me. I wonder how many voices I speak with these days. A gorgeous mosaic of mannerisms. Remember when I was proud, I learned the word flabbergasted, and I slipped it into conversation to impress you. You were so particular. Quite cross, you said that slang and should not be used in proper writing. Who would have thought? I hope you're proud that to this day, I've never used that word in any of my writing, except this one commemorating you. How flabbergasting. I miss you. What can we tell the narrator feels about writing from this passage?